Hello. Nice. And welcome back to CCTV episode 6.
I don't know how many episodes.
I don't know either. I honestly don't know. 7?
7 maybe.
I don't know how many episodes
maybe.
there have been at this point. I think there's just been too many.
Yeah.
Honestly.
First one in the shade. So that's a start.
This is quite nice.
After last week's hell fucking Fury Road shit. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Special doggo edition of CCTV. Some long missing guests from the videos.
It's a dog picnic.
It's a dog picnic.
Ein's really loud, huh?
Yeah,
Ein's breathing is pretty much nonstop. She's got the furnace of a star, just like the core of a star burning inside of her.
She needs a haircut.
I saw a lot of comments, over the past few months on the Reddit being like, hey, where are the dogs? Can we see them in a video again? Let no one say we don't pay attention. Here it is.
No, this is not even do we not pay attention. Like, I think every week we've had a dedicated segment to being like, here's, what you're asking for. Are the dogs dead? No, they're not fucking dead. Why would they be dead? What the fuck?
It's an opportunity each week to address some misconceptions on the site, such as James doesn't get invited. Are the dogs dead?
How about just stop?
Where do they come up with that?
Where do you come up with this shit,
I
guys?
think the Reddit's the reason why half of these fan theories exist.
Just get out of my life.
Is there a fan theories forum?
Jesus.
Where there's the ultimate theories on what has happened, what has gone down.
r/cow chop
wiki,
conspiracy.
There'd be like a wiki deal probably that anybody can edit, and they can probably go on there and add whatever they'd like.
Problem is the wikis, people can add whatever they want. So they're like, Brett is 43. He is actually Alex's father. He adopted him during the machinima days, and now they run a company.
But that will in turn then make it so that way it gets passed along, and then you have to talk about it on the podcast, and you have to confirm then all of your stats.
It's a symbiotic relationship. It fuels the podcast, but whenever we stop doing a podcast, it's completely just AIDS.
Yeah, it just goes back to fan theories again.
Yeah.
Until the next endeavor. I kind of like it. Joe, you're back.
I'm back.
Thank you for having me. We were supposed to have you guest this week, but you're here.
We're just pretty much alternating between Trevor and I.
Well,
That's fine.
this time, if anyone was going to be here for the dog episode.
Definitely should be me.
The dog man. We'll have an actual guest next week. Don't worry, it's not going to be Trevor and Joe bouncing back and forth forever. Confirmed there will be special guests next week. But we got special guests this week, and they're sitting right here.
They're very special. Special girls this week. Good girls. Good doggos.
Adorable.
I also won't be here next week. I won't be here.
James will be busy. What will you be doing next week?
So when you have your guests, good luck. Hope it doesn't get too rowdy without me here,
It might get rowdy.
Uh-oh.
What are you going to be doing? Something rowdy? Oh,
I'm going to be going to the dog fight. Not the dog fight.
Hey. Hey.
Fine, that dog is.
that dog will mess you up.
That dog is 2 times your size, probably 3 times your size, maybe even 4 times your size. Come back over here. Hey, look. This is your size. This pizza.
Take it out on the pizza.
This is what you get. Hey. All right.
I haven't heard Ein bark like that since you guys were playing on the couch.
It's more like a shriek, right? Yeah. It's like a banshee screaming.
Her voice gets
not like other dogs.
It gets thrown out really quick.
The exertion is real. What were you saying? Oh yeah, so what are you doing next week?
I'm going to the New Japan shows over in Long Beach for 2 days. It's Saturday and Sunday. Hoping to meet up
New
with
Japan shows.
Japanese wrestling. I guess collectively we vetoed Monday Night Raw tonight, which would actually be happening tonight. So instead of doing Raw and one of those shows, I just decided to do both of those shows out there in Long Beach because it's one day and then the second day it's like a tournament that they're doing. What? There's no one here. Shut up. And then I was hoping to meet up with your boys Steven Larson over there.
That'd be cool.
Meet them and do stuff. I don't know, because they run a wrestling podcast and stuff.
Yeah. OG friendos. You got to be on their podcast one of these days. It's too perfect. So cool. Well, hopefully that'll be fun. You spent a lot of time in Long Beach. You been to Long Beach yet?
Fuck no. No, I've never been. Is there even anything? I mean, I saw a video at the convention center. They have some stuff near it, but it just seems like it's just like a carnival ride. It's like the usual.
It's like a boardwalk.
I guess it's kind of like I don't know what it doesn't seem all that like enticing, but I mean.
TwitchCon will be there in September or October or whenever the fuck it's
That's
happening.
true. I guess like if I go to Long Beach and I'm just like, it's in the same exact it's in the convention like hall. So I guess if I go and I hate it, then it's just like, well.
Yeah. So be it.
Are you actually gonna
No, I
go
won't
to the
be-
beach?
No.
Go swimming?
I'm just going for this event. That's it. Why would I could go swimming in my fucking backyard.
That's
Have
true.
you gone swimming in your
Yeah,
backyard?
I talked about it extensively last week.
yeah,
Remember
yeah,
the diving
you're
for
diving
coins?
for pennies and
In
stuff.
fact, Ein actually went swimming yesterday. I threw her into the pool.
How was that?
She actually, I'm teaching her. I guess she's learning on her own. She does her little paddles and stuff. She's swimming pretty well. It was actually pretty funny. She actually. So I was saying like I was diving for coins last week. This week I was diving for shit because Ein shit in the pool.
What?
And it was.
Does the shit
So
float or does
the circumstances like were like she like. I have like a gun, like a kind of like how we have like squirt guns or whatever.
Yeah.
I have like a water gun, and like I would shoot it up in the air. She's like one of those dogs that like she sees like a stream of water and she'll try to like bite at it.
Yeah.
I guess. And so she was trying to bite at the stream of water, and she fucking like dove into the pool, and I guess in all of the disarray she shit herself. So like half of the shit was on the sidewalk, and then I noticed that 2 pieces of shit were in the pool at the bottom. and
sank.
And I mean it was at the bottom. So like the only way to get the shit was to dive down in, like as if I was getting the coin.
Remember
like
your
a net
training.
or something, like a big.
Oh yeah, then you should have a net.
A net.
Yeah.
Our net's broken. The
So did you grab
landlord's
like a
never,
baggie?
Yeah, I had like a bag, and I dove down and like picked it up like it was a
It's
coin.
like your weeks of training diving for
Yeah.
coins led up to that moment
Yeah.
where you have to go, and you probably did it real good too.
Yeah, I
Probably did
got it.
one swoop.
I got it. I scooped it up,
One
and it came
physical
up
motion.
solid. And I tossed it tossed it out into the grass, and then like I was like, Ein, why did you shit in the pool? Why did you shit in the pool? Like, but the cleaner will come and it'll get fucking purged and hopefully it'll be all good. But yeah, she was swimming and she shit in the pool.
I love that shock of like the hunt and then panic and then just shit.
She shit
And you're like, fuck it.
She goes through like a lot of
okay,
emotions
puppy.
in one go, and I guess it was too much, and then she shit herself.
You're a very emotional being, Ein.
It's pretty gross.
It's
But
pretty.
she's getting the hang of it though. She's like, I don't put her in like the deeper end, but like she can paddle from like kind of like the middle of the pool to the edge, and she'll paddle herself over there. She's a pretty good swimmer naturally.
Nice. How's Mishka adapted to this? Whoa.
I don't think she's ever like. Well, she hasn't gone into a pool yet. I kind of want to bring her swimming one day. I don't think she's ever had like a shit story like that.
Throw her
honestly.
into my pool and you'll see. She'll probably
See
shit
if she
herself.
shits
might
herself?
shit herself.
No, she just eats, out of the trash and stuff. That's her thing.
Ew.
Like if
Oh,
I
I
leave her
remember that
alone-
at the
yeah.
old house. So she'd always like.
Well,
tear through the
she's very
trash.
sneaky, so she'll like yesterday I went upstairs real quick and my whole Chipotle, like rest of my bowl was gone, was devoured in seconds. I went upstairs, check an email, and type it out. I come
Ooh.
downstairs, she's just sitting there. She lays on the couch now, but the whole bowl is just on the floor and she's looking at me. What can I do? Can't do nothing,
Were you saying something about like dogs, their memories don't work the same way? Or like
When you leave, they like think you're gone for like months or whatever.
But like when
or
you like
longer.
when they do something they're not supposed to do, they don't remember that they just did it, so you can't actually reprimand them for them. What were you saying to me?
like
I was
if a
Immediately
dog-
after?
You could do it immediately after. Like if a dog like pees on the stairs or something, and you find it like hours later, and you do the whole rub their face in it. They
That dog's so far away. Like what? Why are you even bothering?
Mishka, you're good.
ever vigilant,
Good.
Come back over here. Come back over here.
just concerned.
Whatever. She can
And you
stay-
want a
she
bone?
She can stay over there. Oh.
I'm gonna
So
lure.
now
I'm
she
gonna.
come back.
Oh yeah, okay. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, they just don't know why you're mad at them hours later.
Oh,
I mean, if
okay.
they do something in the moment and you stop them, like if they were peeing and then you discipline them and tell them no right away, scare them, they'll know why. But if it's like hours later, they don't know. So if a dog goes through your trash and you come home and there's trash everywhere and you get mad, they're gonna be like, "Why are you fucking mad right now?"
Don't you see those videos where like the guy comes home and he's like, who did this? And one dog's always like,
Yeah, because the guy comes home and he's like, oh, what did you do? What did you do?
She's just like,
And
whatever.
they feel that there's something wrong. They don't know what it is, but they know something's wrong.
damn.
They're smart. They read your body language and stuff. Are you talking about? Look, you said you were looking into a dog. Were you looking at adoption?
Joe and I have both been talking about getting their own.
Pound puppies, so soft and adorably lonely. Sometimes the hardest thing about giving them
Happy Valentine's Day.
is giving them up.
Pound puppy, you're my one and only puppy love.
I
Yep,
haven't
that's
heard
true.
you talking about getting a dog ever, and like ever even mentioning a dog, even in passing.
This is
or
just
at
recent.
all.
This is just happened.
Just recent.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's that
I've
quick?
talked
Yeah.
independently.
Just got brought up. Now
Yeah.
really wants it. Like,
Our work
Well, he probably has been thinking about
conversation.
it, so I wanted to hear more. Like,
oh yeah, no, I haven't even.
It doesn't come up often at work.
Oh,
I'm not like,
shit.
hey,
Usually-
where are we gonna shoot CCTV? Oh, by the way, I want a pit bull. Don't step on that bee. Leave that bee alone. That bee is doing the work of the Lord. You start your story first, because you were actively.
Yeah.
You posted a picture to your
we
Instagram, right?
We were literally gonna get one. Like
Yeah.
I literally went out and like I went to Petco.
Yeah.
Because they do like a weekly adoption thing.
like
where I
every
guess
Tuesday or something like that.
I know it's like every weekend.
Oh, it's on the
every
weekends. They do like the cat adoption stuff like on the
On pro-
Saturdays and whatnot.
Yeah,
but
yeah. But like, yeah, I literally went out and, you know, I wasn't even thinking about like getting one. I was like, oh, it'd be cool to get one, but I didn't, you know, think I was gonna actually get one. And then, so we went in and like there was like a bunch of huskies, a bunch of German shepherds.
Huskies.
There were some chihuahuas, I think, too. But I'm not really a chihuahua
There's
fan.
multiple of each breed that you just
Yeah,
mentioned? Really?
yeah, because they have
It's like a big event.
yeah, because what they do is like I guess like urban neighborhoods, like they'll you know accidentally not I don't even know if you want to call it breed, but like they just let the dogs like do their thing.
Overbreed, yeah.
Yeah, and then there'll just be like a ton of dogs.
Like
and they,
strays?
not strays. They'll just be like I guess like families that they breed dogs and they don't.
sound too good.
They're not going to do anything with them.
Overbreed?
So then Petco, it's not really Petco. It's like other organizations. I
Yeah,
guess.
but then they
bring
go
them.
to Petco and they do like
Yeah.
adoption weekends. and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm not sure exactly how it works, but it's pretty much like that. And they like kind of rescue them, bring them there, and then if people want to adopt them, like they'll give them all the shots and whatever
Yeah.
that they need.
So what did you pick?
So we were looking. I went with my girlfriend. We saw like a big what's it called? Like a
German Shepherd?
yeah, like a family of German. What's it called? Like a what?
Pack?
A gaggle.
Not a pack.
A
like-
gaggle, I think.
What's it called when there's like a bunch of a litter of
Oh, a litter of puppies?
Yeah, they were like 2 months old or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And there was a bunch of like males, and there was like the females were like separated, and there was a really cute German Shepherd pup, and her name was Flower.
Ew.
But you could rename them if you wanted. That was her name.
You can't just say ew, dude.
Sorry.
It's messed up, man.
It just came out like
Flower.
instinctively in the moment. It's
Flower.
But I mean, like German Shepherd too. You seem
What?
like somebody that should have like an outrageous breed. You should have something like
Like
out
what?
there.
An
Like what?
outrageous breed.
I don't know, something out there.
I see his point though. You're like so into dogs that I mean, if you had something
But a
like,
German Shepherd,
You
they're
shouldn't have the
good dogs. They're
simplest
like
of
they're really.
dogs.
at the same
They're-
time, I can
they're-
picture him with a golden retriever though too. So it's kind of like
That's true.
Well,
It's
I
twofold,
mean, I
right?
don't think it matters what kind of dog. Like, I mean, as long as you love the dog, right?
Oh yeah. Okay,
What a
that's-
pure
Wow.
response.
What a fucking answer.
Yeah,
to
you
that.
can't-
All right.
Well, no, I would
fight
get
you.
Down the incredible
I-
journey over here.
I've always wanted a German Shepherd because I had, like, when I was a kid, I had one.
Yeah.
It was like but he was actually like a mutt. He was like an Amish from like the Amish farm. He was like an Amish dog, and he was a German Shepherd.
Amish dog.
Yeah, he was like
Like you wore like the hat. And
Yeah. He wore the hat, but
You don't want anything
I don't
more
understand.
exotic?
I don't know, eventually I do. But like I always wanted, like when I was a kid, I was like I always
What's
want
your-
my
Pick
own
Pick a
German
dog
Shepherd.
for him. What kind of exotic
I
breed
don't
are you
know.
talking about?
Like for me, it's like I think Corgi is relatively simple. Like she's pretty much a basic Corgi, and she's a little fucked in the
Do you
brain
know?
and stuff.
Do you know
but,
they
like,
have pit bull corgis?
They have Corgi combinations of like
Yeah,
everything.
But they're like mutants, right?
Yeah,
They're
they're
like
really
Eevee
they're
of,
really
like,
cute,
dog.
but
yeah, they are
they're
like
really
an
ugly
Eevee of
too.
dogs. They have like different evolutions with combinations of everything.
Can you imagine
I wanted a Swedish Valhund next if I ever got another dog.
You keep
which
talking
is-
about it.
Yeah,
A
'cause that's-
Swedish
it's like the
Valhund?
It's a Swedish version of a Corgi with like a wolf. It's like a wolf Corgi
Oh,
mix.
that'd
They
be
look
cool.
dope.
really
That would be
weird.
cool.
Gray and stuff, right?
Wow.
That's really it's really out there. That's what I mean. That's like I got basic, you know. But now I'm thinking exotic.
Well, yeah, no. Well, I want to get like a basic dog, and then after that, then maybe I'll be like,
Just
I'll
skip
get
the basic. And
just go get a
Straight to
get a
exotics.
crazy
Yeah.
dog.
You know, bulldogs they're really fun too.
Really?
If I was gonna get an next breed, it would probably be like a bulldog or a French bulldog.
Yeah.
French
Like-
bulldogs
like
are
Dan
actually
Paladin.
retarded, though.
He's the artist or art
Isn't
director
that what the
of,
isn't that
Yeah,
the behemoth?
that's what Dan has. And
Yeah.
he'll admit it.
I just said Dan Paladin. That's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I just called them retarded, and they are. I mean, the French bulldogs are always like,
They look like aliens. Isn't it from Men
they're
in Black?
cute.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that
that's a pug.
Oh, that's a pug. Yeah.
What do you
pug.
want then? You want something that's a little bit on the duh side? Or
no, I mean, like, I feel bad for them. It's like pugs, right? Like, can't
Oh,
like
no,
pugs,
There's
pugs,
like a pack of dogs behind us.
oh, a pack.
a gaggle?
There's a pack, yeah.
It's a gaggle of dogs.
Oh, look.
Sorry,
those
did
are
you
all
see the
different
video of the
ones.
lady that had like 32 dogs that she was walking
Holy
on the leashes?
shit.
No.
She had like 16 on both sides, and they were all like walking with her.
That's some like
Making bank.
Caesar Milan status dog control where you're just like, you're all under my control.
Yeah,
Like, impressive.
that's some pretty alpha shit. What were you saying about
I don't know, like, dummy dogs are kind of funny. Like, I was at this party once with this French bulldog named Ping Pong, and I'm pretty sure it was actually retarded. But it would just, like, have his tongue out and be like, and then just, like, roll over, and it was this fat little thing, and you're like, this is not even a dog. This is like, it's like Jabba the Hutt when he has, like, salacious crumb. Like, that's what you're getting, like, a Muppet. I used to live with 3 female pit bulls, and I really liked that. Like, all the 3 of them were, like, chill, and they just walk around. But, like, I don't really have, like, I want, like, a big backyard whenever I get a pit bull. So now I'm kind of going the opposite direction. I think it'd be funny for me to get, like, a ridiculous little dog, like a Chihuahua or, like, a Shih Tzu or something.
Yorkie it is.
Or my mom has
yeah.
2 Yorkies, and I fucking hate them because they just, like, they just hate everything that
cute.
isn't my mom.
They're like an old person dog, though, right?
They're like an old
Yorkies.
person dog.
Yep.
But like I was telling you guys, like 7 Psychopaths, Woody Harrelson's character is like this like insane mob boss, but he has this little fucking Shih Tzu named Bonnie that he always carries around, and, like flips out when it gets like kidnapped in the movie and stuff. And it's a pretty cute dog. And it's like just like it's like also like a Muppet kind of, but it's like, I mean, I would just feel bad if I had like a pit bull or German Shepherd or something in my place where it's like I've got a backyard, but like I don't know, and it's hard to bring it to the office versus like maybe right now getting that my beginner dog, like you're saying your basic would be to get a little funny dog that I can just like, you know, take care of full time, and then when I move, get the pit bull.
You
or
could
something.
put it in a little baby carrier like you had the baby in the river rafting video.
Yeah.
You can put it in there.
Yeah.
And walk it around.
It's all like surrogate parenthood, though. You know what I mean? It's just like for me, for like a lot of people I know in my life right now, like a lot of couples adopt dogs, and they're like, okay, we gotta take care of this thing together. If we fuck this up, we probably shouldn't continue
we
down
shouldn't
the
have
line.
That's not like a good
Shouldn't have
pet.
a
That's
baby.
Just get a Tamagotchi or something then, or something like that.
Well, I don't mean
Share
like
it.
they're gonna kill the dog. I just mean like if they're like sharing the responsibilities of like, you know, ownership.
I think it only works if some like at least one of the people really wants the dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they were getting it for themselves versus like this is our dog. Because it never works when it's like this is our dog.
Right.
Because down the road it's like
Custody.
who keeps
Always
the dog?
always one
And then
person.
if both people want the dog, then it's even worse. Because then it's like, do you have like dog visits? Like, is it like a child where like 1 week one person gets a dog, next week so there's pretty complicated with that.
How
stuff,
would
but
you handle that, Joe? You were looking with your girlfriend. It would be your dog, I assume.
Well, I mean, I
I think
it'd
it should be your dog, right?
Joe wouldn't let that dog go. He wouldn't give it up. He wouldn't
I mean,
give it up.
are you
No
saying
way
like
he
if what are you saying like if like they broke
Like, are you
up or
shopping
something?
and are you both like which breed,
Is
or are
it
you
joint
like
custody?
this is the breed I always
I
wanted?
never really thought about that. I mean, I guess it would be like.
You have to
I
think.
feel like, I
think
always
about
thought
it.
it'd be
Yeah,
like,
you have to think of the most like morbid, terrible, like outcome, and just in case, you know.
You and
even-
your girlfriend have a terrible breakup. She's like, the dog's mine. It's always been mine. I've walked him more. It's my
I don't
dog.
know. I never thought of that. Like I honestly never thought
Are you
of that.
giving it
though.
up? Would you give up the dog?
I don't know.
Would
I
you dive into the pool for your dog's poop?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where I'm at.
Yeah. Well,
Then it's your dog. If you're doing that at that
Yeah.
point.
But she's like, I dove in the pool and pulled its shit out once. Our dog is always shitting in the pool. We both did it. I deserve this dog more than you.
I feel like I don't know. I honestly wouldn't even think of that
There's documents,
situation.
you know.
though.
But
Like, I
what
wouldn't
happens
even,
if it happens?
I wouldn't. I
You
just
sign
it doesn't.
documents.
Yeah.
You put your name on a document.
You need a doggy
He's just like, I didn't
prenup.
think about it, so it's
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
you
really.
have to, hypothetically though.
This could happen. This is not a
Yeah.
fantasy scenario.
I don't know. I wouldn't. I honestly wouldn't think about it. Like,
What does
till it
that mean?
happens.
That's not an answer.
I wouldn't be like.
let's
I
not
wouldn't be
think
like.
about it. Why are we even talking
Yeah,
about
it's
it,
like
right?
why would you
It's
like?
just like a big responsibility or whatever.
It's just a big responsibility. All right, we're just
Yeah,
trying to
I
get
don't
ahead
know.
of life, you know?
Not even like a hypothetical. It's my fucking dog. Nothing?
I feel like it'd be like our dog kind of thing. Like it's our dog.
So you would
like,
share custody for the rest of that dog's life?
Yeah.
You'd be like
yeah,
an
it'd be
actual
like
kid.
Yeah, it wouldn't be any
So
different
you have
than
like
a
another
kid.
girlfriend
like,
later, and then you're like, sorry, I gotta drop off my dog.
I know,
at
but
my
you wouldn't-
ex-girlfriend's house because we share custody.
yeah. But you wouldn't think about that. Like, why'd you be like, oh, we're gonna break up one day? Like, I don't know. Like, I just wouldn't think of that.
It's like,
I just don't-
why do prenuptial agreements? You got to plan for the
I
worst.
get, yeah.
Well, I got like a
It's an
cat.
imperfect world.
Alex had to go through this.
Yeah.
I got a cat with my ex-girlfriend, but when I was getting the cat, it was like I wanted a cat.
Yeah.
And it was cool that
So it was your
we were
cat.
getting it, but it was
Yeah.
like
Her
it's like
cat.
this is my cat, right?
Yeah.
So I got the cat.
Oh.
The relationship before that, she wanted the cats, and like I was like, okay, cool, like having a cat around would be cool, and that's what got
Yeah.
me into cats in the first place. Was like when my ex before that got 2 cats,
Yeah.
and so they were like
Christ.
our cats.
Get outta here.
But
But
you
you
know,
had- but you-
I
but
always
you
knew
had
that
the
she
cut-
took care of him.
Yeah.
So like she kept them, and then when I
For
got
the new cat, you got custody.
right, I
or
wasn't
whatever
like
over it.
who. There's gonna be a big legal thing. No, it's not even a legal thing. It's more like
Don't
a text
kill the
message
bee.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
We need them. They're
It's
workers.
kind of a weird thing.
It's my
Like,
fault
I
for
honestly
buying
never
rainbow
even thought
blankets.
about it.
Yeah.
Kind of deal. It's just like, and I probably wouldn't think about it. I just would be like,
You
yeah,
should, because I mean, I feel like you always want a dog. So if you go to pick out a dog, you should be like,
This is deep.
this is like my dog. And
Yeah.
if like she's like, I want a dog, and I've always wanted this dog, then it would be like her
Yeah.
dog, you know? Unless you both go and you're both like, which breed, and you're like shopping as a married couple or something.
Yeah.
But that's only like. That's
I
kinda
get,
weird,
yeah.
I guess.
I never thought. I just never thought about it. I was just like, oh,
Really?
you got a dog and you get a dog. Like,
You're fucking going in circles
The
with him right
circular
now. He's like, I never thought about it. I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm
I
not gonna say
refuse
anything
to think
about
about
it. I just refuse.
Oh well. So what happened though? You couldn't get the dog
yeah,
ultimately.
the landlord. Well, like originally when we moved in, like we couldn't. Like the reason why we got in is because we couldn't.
Because you said you weren't gonna have a
Yeah,
dog.
yeah.
That
I
was
like,
a plus.
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. So we got like I mean, obviously the housing market's really competitive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
so you
was
tried
a-
to dupe the landlord. You're like, we're not gonna have a
Well, no,
dog.
no,
And
I
then
was
you're
like-
I want a dog.
No, I was like down the road. I was like, oh, if we get a dog down the road, would that be okay? And I can't remember. Like Trevor probably remembers, but I thought she was like, you could get it if it was like a tiny dog.
There's a certain breed. And
Yeah.
It's aggressive.
Yeah.
Too small or something.
Exactly.
She
yeah.
doesn't want some dog that's gonna chew the fucking banisters and
Yeah,
railings of the
but then
apartment, essentially.
She
That's what
said.
this one did.
Yeah.
This one chewed the banister when I got her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she chewed the banister of my like stairway.
Really?
It was like custom made.
Holy shit.
Yes. This was my security deposit.
Oh.
Yay.
I mean, that shit
Yeah.
usually goes down the drain anyway. You just kind of anticipate that. So it's like
Not always.
Not
though.
always. I'm still waiting. I was supposed to get like $200-300
Oh.
bucks back or something from my
hey,
fucking last
Hey,
one.
you know
I
what's
ain't getting
funny?
nothing.
Funny story. I was going through some mail, and I've got your security deposit check.
Holy shit, that's amazing.
But it's
Really?
like 25 bucks.
What the fuck? They said like 200.
It's like 25
They changed their mind.
Because I was like, I saw it, and I was like, oh shit. I
found
was like, oh no,
Ein's
I've kept him for money. And then I was like, what? It's 25 bucks. I was like, oh, I don't
Oh, so
feel
you
bad.
fucking opened it too.
It says it on the thing.
Unbelievable.
Wait
You
for
opened my
the-
mail. I could call the police. I could call the
I
police.
committed a
Are
felony.
you talking about the couch
I actually
No,
thought
I'm talking about my.
It was
my
from,
house. They
oh.
probably went in and saw the word "cunt" on the wall, and they were like, "We're gonna deduct another $200."
Holy shit.
Probably game over.
That reminds
Sorry.
me. I'll bring it in. No, I think I either I could tell or I opened it because I thought it was shit related to the other place, the house that we got
We
evicted
weren't getting
from.
anything back from them.
No, so I was like
gone.
worried. I was like, oh, but I'll bring it in tomorrow. But then yeah, I saw it. It was like right there. It's like I was like, oh no, I kept him for money. I was like 25 bucks. I was like, oh no.
Hey, I can.
Hey, you thought it was missing? I mean, whatever.
I'll bet that $25 at the horse races, and that'll be one race for me
There you
down
go.
the drain.
With the last house though, we kind of like we had this big thing where we kept telling everyone how like it was cool what we were doing, like the landlord was cool, and so when we were destroying the place, people would message like, "Oh, yeah, the landlords don't
Well,
give a shit."
no. We never said specifically that they're cool with it. I said that the owner didn't give a fuck because of the way he pitched out. Like when we were there, he was like, they already knew that the house was in bad shape, so he was just like, yeah, do whatever because the house is already in bad. It seemed like he was trying to cover up stuff that was already wrong with it,
Yeah.
but not
Didn't he-
realizing that we didn't give a shit.
He said
about
like
that.
comes as or like comes.
Yeah, comes as is. And
There
stuff.
was
It's like,
stuff wrong
you
with
know,
that
yeah,
house.
there was
though.
stuff wrong with it.
And some of them we fixed. The
Yeah.
molding
Oh,
is
Molding,
shit,
you know,
yeah.
And, well, they didn't know about this one, but their plumbing, they have a cracked pipe in the front lawn that will inevitably one day
Sink.
turn into
A sinkhole.
Yes, a
Maybe.
sinkhole. So that's where that sewer.
But I mean,
backed up.
the black mold deal, there was like a slight smidget of black mold,
smidge.
and we would have only known that. No one would have figured that out unless we would have busted that wall open.
Yeah.
So we found out for then because we busted that wall open.
But you're right in that, like, the cow chop lore happens when you take any true statement and place it into the open, and then it's like handed down through, and it's like
A fish story.
Yeah, it's like exactly. Someone's like, no, they've got a deal. Actually, the landlord's their uncle, and he actually
The
bought the
landlord
house.
pays them to
He
break the
wants
house.
them to destroy it. He's making money off the channel. So that then when we're evicted, everyone's like, wait, what? We're like, no, we didn't say almost any of that. Actually,
It was like a group that owned the place, and so like they off the books, like we voided our contract, but the main guy, the main realtor, when we came in, it almost seemed like he just wanted us to take it, and he kept saying, "This is as is, by the way. This is as is,
There
by
must
the
be
way."
like a couple other underlying like problems with it that like he just wanted to get the house off of his hands, and we just wanted something to fuck around with. So it kind of worked out in that sense.
It wasn't a terrible house, I mean, I stayed in it like once or twice.
Yeah,
I
would
think
you want to live there?
Aaron slept in it before.
Yeah.
I
I'm
slept
not
in
sure.
it every
Yeah,
time I
Brett
came
slept
here.
in it all the time.
So it was like-
even with the shit disaster happening.
It wasn't a terrible house, but yeah, when
remember
like the
that.
sewage
Flashbacks.
overflows and the basement fills with shit, the heat just doesn't work for a few days. Things like that sort of happened during the winter, and that kind of was rough. But
Oh
was
yeah,
a
we
good
got the air
house.
conditioner fixed too that one time.
yeah,
and the
because it
heater.
wasn't working. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
We pumped
Yeah,
money
there
in the
was a
house.
lot.
We also replaced many things that we destroyed. It's not like we weren't buying
And
replacement
we
doors.
added a whole entire couch to the backyard.
Very
That was
true.
extra.
Very true.
Yeah, we should have charged him for the couch.
Yeah, we
that
should've.
was, that was there. I mean, there was some stuff we added. We put into it.
Did they charge us, or did they just keep the security deposit? I don't
They
remember.
kept
They
the
just
security
kept
deposit, and they charged us.
They
for
charge,
the,
they charge a good
for
bit.
the extra like remodeling fees.
Did they charge a little?
They-
I think
yeah, they
yeah,
charged a
because we had to
lot.
run a check
Yeah.
to them. And
Yeah,
stuff.
we had to pay
Yeah.
them to cover the whole thing up so they wouldn't come after us with like a civil suit.
I couldn't imagine living there like after knowing like what happened to it.
You
But
think-
there's a family who's definitely doing
People
that.
do
Yeah.
live
And
there.
they're
there's definitely-
oblivious.
No, there's definitely people.
And there's
that-
people who are fucking creeps and they go and take pictures of the front of the house and stuff. And it's like some normal oblivious family is there and people are taking pictures or were taking pictures of the front of that house and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned.
So, how fucked up.
It's like the Breaking Bad house. People always go there and bother that poor lady who lives there, and she's like, just please.
The Albuquerque.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Is that like for real? Like
yeah.
they actually go there?
People go there all the time, and like people were throwing pizzas on her roof, like in the, like on the show, like to be like, I took a picture, and she's like, dude, I actually live here. Could you not? People have no sense, much like some of the people that come to our office have no sense of like reality versus like fantasy and like the fictional boundaries of a world. So when they come to our office and they're like, hey, this is sick, I'm gonna fucking give you my resume, and it's like, don't do that.
We'll actually have have a little bit of an insider look of that when we go to RTX at least to show off a little bit of the
early tease.
a little bit of that.
Yeah.
I don't know if this would this be up after RTX or would this
This will be up before.
This will be up before RTX?
This is the week of RTX leading up to RTX when this goes up. This is
sure?
the Monday.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
next
yeah.
Monday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, are we done with the last topic? 'Cause
Yeah,
it'd
we
be
can
a
move.
good-
Yeah, no, what's-
it'd be
Yeah,
a
see
good-
that pizza scene. He didn't actually mean to get the pizza.
Yeah, that
up
was
there.
like accidental,
It was
right?
perfect.
Throw
Oh yeah,
it
that was
and,
one of
like,
those trivial facts or whatever
Right.
about Breaking Bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
It just happened.
Well, now people are trying.
I was just gonna say that you mentioned a while ago on a different podcast about how one of the first places that like you kind of lived in when you guys were like filming all that stuff there. It got
another podcast. I wasn't on any other podcast. Was I on? On the Hub.
right.
Wait, quick
Oh.
question.
I was like,
is
that
Iams
wasn't
breathing
recent.
too loud in his
yeah.
mic? And am I me laying like this? Is this fucking up how I sound?
One of them is like, I was just looking to see which one is static. It's either Joe's.
Quick audio test. I'm
might
laying.
be- she
no,
might
the
be-
pack's right here.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
I mean, you're all good now, but there's no static now.
Okay. Well, I just won't move, and neither will Joe. Go on. Sorry.
Continue. What were you saying?
There was like a lady that moved into like one of the houses, right? And like she had fans or cops that showed up.
One of your previous.
Oh, that was when all the swattings and shit were happening. Yeah, we had already moved out of the first house, like the OG house, and like, I guess that house had gotten swatted because I think somebody still had that house as like their like main address for a little bit. It was like Dan's stuff, I believe. His his like family info got leaked out, and like the addresses on files for, and it was like the entirety of his family, and it was like something happened there where the address went back to the first house, and they were, I guess, trying to swat every single address on the list, and so it came eventually to the first house, and that person got swatted.
Wow.
Damn.
That was a long.
I bet they
time
were
ago.
really mad. Like, it's like randomly got
Yeah.
swatted.
Yeah, I'm sure they had no way of understanding what had happened to them. Like, what?
Yeah,
Someone
no
used to
idea.
live here, and people think it's
But that
funny?
was like probably fucking 2-3 years later, maybe. Like it was a ridiculous amount of time that had passed already at that point. So it was weird that was like still on file, I guess. I don't know.
That's insane.
But yeah. But I was gonna say for RTX or whatever, if this goes up before RTX, it'd probably be a good idea to like run down what our schedule looks like for RTX so people know.
What a great idea, James.
Hey man, I got your back.
So RTX, we get in
What is
Thursday.
an RTX anyway?
What is an RTX? Joe, tell us about RTX.
What's it called? Rooster Teeth Expo?
Nice. Nailed it. Perfect.
Yep.
Nice.
And we're going to be there.
We're gonna be there.
We're
That
gonna
was
be there.
that was smooth. We get in like Thursday night or whatever. Friday, we have a panel at
Didn't you say like
2 o'clock?
Yeah, 2 o'clock.
you know, confirm this on the official schedule. But the cow chop panel, 2 o'clock. What will we be doing? What's a tease for that panel?
I don't even know how you can tease. We can talk already about how we got a bunch of things that were already X'd out that we couldn't fucking do.
Oh, that's true. That's gonna be future. We'll talk about that on some future episodes.
We were already denied a couple things that were
Yes.
too inappropriate.
Yeah. You know, we tried. We asked, and they said no very clearly. But there'll be some exclusive videos. People get to see it early, like last year, and some conversation, and we'll be. It'll be a good talk. Later that day, a little shout out, Sugar Pine 7. I think they have their panel later on that day. Maybe we'll crash it. Who knows? Saturday, I'm on the Let's Play panel at 11 a.m. with Bruce, Jeff, and Jordan.
That's it?
And and we'll talk about the Let's Play family.
Nice.
That'll be a real interesting conversation. I'll leave it at that. 1:30, same day, we've got our signing. And
We're
a lot of
on
people,
for like 5 hours.
I don't know, probably a
gonna be
really
a
long
long
time.
time.
We're gonna definitely be
really long
hungover
time.
on Saturday. I will say, a lot of people were worried about this because, you know, RT's fucking, you buy an autograph pass and the thing wasn't working. People were freaking out because they can't get it. I think RTX is probably the easiest to find us of any convention.
There are a few people though that have said that they somehow still missed us, which is surprising. But
I hit a lot last year in the VIP room drinking.
Oh, that's why, I guess. I don't know. There was a lot of moments, like even just, we walked to the merch section and we grabbed some of like our merch and stuff and people found us. It's like, there's not really much room to run, so to speak, in RTX other than the VIP room. But, I mean.
Yeah, it's not like PAX. Honestly, if you try hard, I mean, people, even in the hotels and stuff, or the streets, we had a fan come up to us.
Not the hotels.
What, that guy caught us
In
on
the
the
lobby, but
street.
not-
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Don't come to our hotel.
Don't come to
for
our
the love
hotel.
of
Yeah.
God.
I just mean, you
Come
see,
to our hotel. Come to our hotel.
Oh no.
I just mean,
come find our.
if you see us as we're passing by, you can say hi. It's fine. A guy saw us on the corner of the street the first night, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" So like, there's a lot of opportunities. It's not that big of a space.
Just like,
so.
don't stop us when we're like at the hotel room at like 12:30 a.m. and when we look like we're out of it. It's probably, I mean, it's
You're gonna
probably
get a-
not a good idea to stop us.
You'll have
You're
a
gonna
bad
get
picture.
yeah, really bad picture.
We'll be like,
Yeah, don't take offense if we're in a mood.
Jonas, this is because Joe's birthday lands around that time, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
also your birthday, but we don't really celebrate yours as much as we celebrate his.
last
So
year
it's like,
you saw the video. We really went out for Joe's birthday, and so we'll probably do something similar one of those nights we're out there. So we will be.
We need to buy him another piece of like memorabilia.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah. Go to the
oh
armadillo
God, yeah.
shop.
Do we still have the armadillo?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
broke it though.
Yeah.
The
He broke
toe.
it. He
Little,
broke-
his
he
little
broke the
toe
toe.
claw.
Yeah.
Do you-
He broke
oh,
the toe at the house.
So you got an armadillo last year, and it's like, do you put coins in it? Or
It's a bank. It's a bank.
It's
Yeah.
like a piggy bank.
We
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
but it is a bank.
So did you ever talk about how when you walked out with it and we were like, you know, going around
I was
showing
like,
off,
look at my
and
armadillo. or
there was
whatever.
that one guy that got really offended by the
he?
armadillo.
we talked about that,
Oh,
I think. Didn't
Did
we?
we talk about that on like a
The guy that like
podcast,
went up
or-
to him or something and was like really pissed because he was actually poor and you were asking, like you were showing the armadillo, but he thought like you were asking for money.
Yeah,
like,
Yeah, I remember
tips
that.
to put into it, and he was like legitimately homeless, and he thought you were being like offensive to him. You know, taking
Yeah,
the
yeah,
spot.
yeah, yeah.
You were
He
taking
got,
the
he
spot.
got really mad. I wasn't trying to be a dick or anything.
Are you sure?
No, I did actually. I think I was drunk, and I thought he was a random dude.
You think you were drunk?
I can
think he was
confirm you were
I
drunk.
know, he was just like a random dude in the store. It was like he looked like he was approachable. So I was like, hey man, like look, can I get some money? And then he was actually homeless. I was like, oh shit.
But he kept going up to you and was like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you or something.
Did he?
Well, he's like, I'm gonna beat you up if you keep doing that, or you're gonna get hit. He like
Yeah.
low key like passive aggressive like
Yeah.
threatened you. Not
Yeah.
as him beating you up, but like you'll get hit if you keep doing that.
Yeah.
There's just so
remember
much
that.
happening that no one really even gave a fuck though.
The idea that
I-
he would like be calling you out in like the middle of spring break, fucking Saturday night, everyone's trash.
The
like,
armadillo
On 6th Street.
brought
Yeah, on
a lot
6th
of
Street.
attention though
It did,
overall
it did.
because it was like. It's amazing that I guess everybody being drunk just sees something like something
Yeah,
large
like
in
what-
this guy's
well, he's
hand.
wearing
He's like, "What's that? Can
a
I
Davy
touch it?"
Crockett hat.
Oh yeah, he was. wearing
And
that
he's
too.
holding an armadillo. The ladies loved it.
It was like 100 degrees out. I had the Davy Crockett hat on.
It was a mess.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was
So that
fun.
was last year.
So we'll do that again
if
or
you see us
something.
on Saturday,
Again.
if you see us on Saturday signing stuff and we're like dead, we had a good time with an armadillo. That's all
Yeah.
we could say, right?
Yeah. I'm leaving the country as soon as we come back from RTX, so we got to get all the celebrating in.
Where are you going?
I'm going to China
Oh, Jesus Christ.
for a week, and then I'm going to Australia for a week. I'm going to go work on the Overwatch World Cup. But I mean, like my birthday's the 14th, his is the 10th, so we got to get it all in. There's no other room for birthday partying in July. I mean, unless you do it without me. Unless you celebrate my birthday without me. What do you see? Oh, more pups. Wow, this is a very oh, look at these cute dogs.
Puppy?
There's like a few cool dogs. There's a lot. We're seeing a lot of dogs here. You know, I'm actually glad we brought our pups out.
Yeah.
I seen on Twitter that John's pup passed
Bella?
away. Yeah, Bella passed away.
That's very sad.
Man.
I only met her once. but
Once, yeah.
When we shot Class of 1980X, we met Bella. She was
Yeah.
a sweet little dog.
She was an awesome dog.
Yeah, that's a real bummer. So
Just gotta make sure, Joe, whatever you get, you know, you keep and you love forever, man.
I will.
'Cause one day it might not.
But it turned out that I probably can't get a dog.
Yeah, but he's not even thinking about that right now.
He's not even thinking about
that
anything
right now. He's not
He's
even
in
thinking about
dog
that,
heaven.
yeah, he's not even thinking about that outcome. He's not even thinking.
What are you thinking about right now?
Right now?
What are you
I'm
thinking about right
Ein.
now?
Even thinking about that.
Just
Are you
dying?
thinking about Ein?
Cute little pup.
Don't even
podcast
be
ever.
thinking about my dog like that. Don't even be thinking like that about my dog.
You can't just be thinking about his
Why
dog,
not?
man. Dog, your future dog.
Can he eat his way in here? Can he?
My God, I'm losing my baby.
He ain't even thinking about that right now. Him and Trevor and everybody came out to the horse track finally though.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
I heard,
Oh, yeah.
I heard that they
They
gambled.
came out, yeah,
That was
taught him
pretty
how
fun.
to gamble. Trevor actually got to gamble.
Wow.
I don't know what the experience was like for them though, because it didn't go over very well. I think all of them lost money, so it probably wasn't.
Well, they
probably
a lot of
don't want to
people,
go anymore.
They put all their money in right away, and I was like, why don't you just put like $2
Yeah,
per
Joe had a
race?
strict $2 per race.
And what do they do?
Minimum.
They put like 20
Well,
bucks
I
on
don't know
something?
if you did, Trev.
I did like 5s and 10s, and Jacob went in 20.
He just
for
put
the
20
first race and lost it.
Yeah, and then he didn't do it after that. He was done.
Jacob also said that he didn't want to bet at all, and then he bet on the first race. And
$20.
$20, and then he tapped out immediately after that.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're supposed
That's
to put in a
fun when you
little,
can put a little bit in.
You get a drink if you're of drinking age. Jacob's not of drinking age either, though, right? So it's like, all right.
Well, he
They
did
don't-
mention
don't card
in
to-
Canada he will be soon. So
Oh, great, in Canada.
in
Well,
Canada, if he
when-
goes to Canada.
when we shoot CCTV in fucking Saskatchewan, we'll fucking we'll get him.
He'll be there.
We'll get him a beer. He'll be great. He'll be a guest on the podcast, and we can have a beer.
I went over these guys' house this weekend just to hang out.
Yeah.
And they have a pretty shoddy operation in there.
I saw
Shoddy
Trevor's
They
closet
were-
door
they were
get broken.
streaming, and it was like I was in like some weird underground, like post-apocalyptic like streaming setup. It was
Yeah.
very warm, and they were doing a lot of bits.
Yeah.
It was interesting, man. It was like 2008. Like
I saw that
machinima.
Trevor got featured on a really high-level Twitch community-based channel that takes from highlights and puts them up on their own channel.
Yeah,
I saw
man.
that.
When I
That was stupendous.
When I watched it, though, you're right. It was like I had discovered those guys running an underground like chicken fighting ring or something.
It does
I
get
tune
pretty
in, I'm
hot.
like, what the fuck?
It was so hot in
Yeah,
that room.
It looked
was
hot.
easily
Really
like
hot.
90 something degrees when you walk in.
They're playing like
it's just
He's just shaking his head, yeah.
All the body heat.
No, like,
your
my,
AC
my
is
room's
broken.
Good, though.
Well, I mean, the AC is like very like light.
Yeah.
It's, like, doesn't.
My room's like fine. It was like 70 degrees in there.
It's very
you've
like
seen-
college
you've
setup.
Seen, like my like streaming setup
Yeah.
where I have like lights.
I went to
and
his
have-
house for the first time this weekend, and his streaming, and I'm sure yours is too, but like, his is like the fucking NASA command center. There's like 6 screens, like green screen lights. It's like, oh, you're ready to stream when you sit down in this chair. Like,
Right.
it's a place. It's not like fucking amateur hour. Oops, I broke the closet door. Here's the GameCube laying on the floor. We're breaking
You just-
things on a
you hear
table.
screaming, and I guess before that, Jacob just punched through like a table, like
An IKEA table.
IKEA lack, yeah.
He punched through and just screamed. That was like.
Oh, you guys are just recycling bits now, huh? You're breaking tables in your spare time for that extra money? Oh, I see how it is. I get it.
It was-
The underground couch hop fucking squad over here.
So
You
when
want
you-
to see me break a table?
So we're
Give me
talking
20
about-
bucks.
We're talking about like how these guys like maybe have like their own videos one day. We
Yeah.
experimented with the retard zone. I think that like what I saw was like the future of what would happen.
I love it.
Couch
God,
hop
it's
was
not
just
looking
given.
like there's like an inch of logic in the future, is there? Like there's just like, it's just like, you know, like I'm not even thinking about that. Like, I'm not even thinking.
I'm not
about
even thinking
I'm not
about
even
the next
thinking about the
generation.
future.
You're like Saved by the Bell, the new class. That's like what that's like, and that will one
I
day
think
be
some
it.
guy like donated like $50 and they started making fun of him. Like they just started shaming him on stream and
Oh,
everything.
that gets him depressed. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It was good. It was actually one of the best things I've ever seen, and
Wow.
I'd like to sort of incorporate that next time. If we could have like just these guys on their own podcast, and just see how many bits you could come up with by yourself.
You want to do the new class exclusive
Because I haven't
CCTV
seen
episode?
this yet, Trevor. I haven't seen this one in a bit.
What's that?
The smoke.
Wouldn't
Was
that
it
be
the-
amazing? Having them do a D&D as the new class of 1980X, except it's just them. Like Trevor is now like a senior, and then we have like 2 fucking like juniors or something like that coming in. Ugh, that'd be fucking gross.
It would be gross. All right, well,
Shit.
well, that's
What else
great.
is-
That's,
we covered
that's
a lot
great.
of stuff.
Don't assume my
on
dog's
this one.
gender, please.
She's a girl. She's definitely female.
What the fuck?
What makes you so sure?
She's a female.
How you gonna say that?
How can you speak for her?
How do you know what she identifies as?
She's a dog.
Oh, okay. Now we're just
Okay.
being a species too on top
Yeah.
of it.
Wow.
Okay, Joe.
I get it. I get
I
it.
see your game, dude.
Innocent Joe over here. I get it. No, I see. You like the pizza?
You're not supposed to say that. Now we have to bleep that.
It's fine.
My last name.
Is it still a secret?
well, yeah,
Last names of this company are still Trevor Schmitty the second. Secrets abound. What's wrong?
No,
do we need to blur it?
No, I used
Do
to
we need
do
to
it all
bleep
the time, just because I was like, I don't want them looking up my family.
He
Well,
has a
like that-
very like it's like not. It'd be easy to find him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
unique.
it was more like.
They know where we live.
Are you
and
guys
shit.
famous like the
I mean,
Gambinos or something?
They-
Like it would
we-
instantly give away
we
your
actually-
family?
My family.
Dude, his fucking dad like works for like high-end corporate fucking
government.
FBI government shit or something like that. Like he fucking.
Well, then I think he would make it difficult to find him. There must be systems in place to
I
keep
think
your
they're
dad
in
safe.
The, no, I was gonna say they're in the yellow pages, but they don't have a phone, like a house phone anymore.
Who does? Who here has a house phone?
I technically came with my internet, so I have one.
Don't you have to order that with your internet?
Yeah.
It came free with the upgrade for like 300 or something.
Like The
that.
Office, I was supposed to get a phone one for free, but then we used it for the security system, and there is a
Oh
security
yeah,
system.
the little phone on your table.
Yeah, that doesn't work. So yeah, we can't make calls, but it's fine. Okay, well we'll bleep that. I'm sorry, Joe. I didn't mean to give away your dad's cover after
Yeah, you can't. He's got a
19 years in the FBI and CIA.
I remember we used to do LAN parties at Joe's house, and there was this one LAN party that he did where his fucking dad was down in the basement
playing,
like with him. He was playing Star Wars. Dude.
Yeah,
he was playing like
I
he was
remember
really into like a Star Wars game, and he was fucking playing it on
His
the
dad
computer.
was?
His dad
Yeah,
was.
my
on the
dad-
co-
yeah, my dad
That was
plays
before like
Battlefront.
any kind of like PC gaming and shit like that. Like, cause we were playing Xbox original.
It was like
on Halo
15. It
and
was like
stuff.
15 years ago.
Yeah, and he was like this nasty like box computer, like old school. I mean, at the time it was probably.
He's playing like
all
TIE
right.
Fighter or something?
He used to play all those like back in the day.
And he would
Wow.
like he would get on the mic and he was like talking to people and stuff like that. Like he would be having conversations behind us while we were having our LAN party. And
Wow.
like who's he talking to? He's talking to like his clan or something.
Yeah, he was in the clan. He was
like,
pretty
"God,
serious
like,
about
he
it.
was really into it.
Yeah.
The
played
Star
it
Wars
all the
stuff was
time.
passed down.
Damn.
His dad was really into it too.
Who knew?
Yeah, my dad hates video games. I think a lot of like parents usually they're not super into it.
Yeah. My dad was really into it though. He'd play every day. I think he still does. Like he still plays it. Like
Yeah.
like he plays Battlefront 2 now or Battlefront 1.
Wow.
Really? Battlefront the new Battlefront.
That's advanced,
I guess.
I would
yeah.
say.
Do you call him up when you watch a new Star Wars film?
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. That's like our like thing, like the thing that we're like cool on, like close on.
Shit. Cause we just watched Spaceballs recently, so
Yeah, didn't you watch it the other day?
yeah, I wasn't a huge fan, I guess.
Yeah, because remember I brought
Wow.
up the guy from Honey I Shrunk Ourselves or whatever.
Right. We had a conversation
Rick
about
Moranis.
how many Honey
Honey, I
I Shrunk
Shrunk.
the Kids movies there's been.
Wasn't there like 4?
There's 2 officially with Rick Moranis, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Honey, I Blew Up the Kid, where the baby gets
There's
very
another
big.
one, though. There's
But
another
then
one. Honey, I Shrunk
Disney
the Kids
continued
again.
extra ones, I think. I don't think he's in those, though. I think it's a different
Okay.
family.
It's like the
right?
Wrong Turn series.
Honey, We Shrunk
It's like
Ourselves.
7 of them?
I didn't know Honey,
Maybe
We
he
Shrunk
is in it.
Ourselves was one
Yeah,
of
no,
those.
it is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hashtag CCTV is Rick Moranis. I mean, I could just look it up. Don't
I
worry
think he's in
about
that
it.
one.
I'll just look it up later. Don't bother.
By that point.
He might be in that one. Lesser known, maybe he did, but Rick Moranis quit acting at a certain point, so there's a certain threshold.
Is that the guy?
Anyways.
Is that the guy that's one of the Ghostbusters or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in the
He's not.
Ghostbusters?
Yeah, he played Zool or
He's
the
not
other
dead
one,
yet,
Vince
right?
Clortho.
He's
No,
alive?
yeah,
He's alive?
he's just a
He's
dad
still alive.
somewhere, just raising his kids.
Cancer, I think.
What? He's
What?
got cancer.
No, he doesn't have cancer.
His wife
I
got
read that
cancer.
he's coming back.
He's thinking
Is he
about
coming
it.
back for the next Ghostbusters?
He was like, I'm just gonna be a good dad and focus on that for a long time, but now he's kind of
How many of the Ghostbusters are dead? 2?
only one.
One?
I don't know.
Dude, Bill Murray's looking
Bill Murray's
rough.
still
Like,
alive and
he
Dan
looks
Aykroyd's
rough.
still alive,
What if
and
they just don't do
no,
another-
it's
they
just
won't-
the
Actually,
one.
they did do another one, man. I
Is
completely
Bill
forgot
Murray
about
the
it.
one that always like takes like candid photos with people
Yes.
as they're drunk and
He
shit?
just like wanders through like wedding photos and bars and just does whatever. He lives the life of like wandering celebrity. He is Ronin. Just does whatever he wants.
Were any of them in the new like reboot one? Were any of them?
They
in
all
there?
had little cameos. Everyone who was alive had a
Oh,
cameo.
so that's
in
it. They
it.
just,
did
that
they?
was the send off, man.
Yeah, it's a send off. That was it.
Oh.
That's rough.
Yeah.
They announced another Jurassic Park.
I saw that. What's it called? Like Fallen Kingdom?
I don't
It's like these
fucking know.
subtitles are getting more and more strange, but it's got
Pratt's
it's got
in that one,
Ian it's got Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum. Ian Malcolm's coming back.
Jeff
Yeah.
Goldblum's in that one?
Yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
Didn't he like lose a leg in one of them?
No.
No,
What?
he got like a broken
No,
leg,
because
I
he was
think.
like, he
He
spent like
broke
the
his
entirety
leg.
of the movie in the back of the truck.
Yeah, the T-Rex kicked him
I thought
in
he
the
got,
first
You
one.
see the one that got ate in the bathroom?
No,
that
was the
he was
lawyer.
the other dude.
That was Gennaro.
He was just sitting in the back.
He was like, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Fine, come here. Where
No,
you
remember?
going?
Because his daughter was in Lost World and she could do gymnastics and like kickflip
Yeah, yeah,
raptors.
yeah.
And then he's been gone since then. But now he's coming back for some reason. I don't know.
Needs that money. Needs that money.
I don't
Needs
think he
that money.
does. You know, you can go
Speaking
see
of
him.
Mummy, I mean, I don't know if you've seen
Wait, wait.
No.
Wait,
Dude, that was so...
wait.
I had the best fucking segue.
Wait.
Like, from that.
I don't want, okay, fine.
From money to mummy. Is
That
what
was
you're
your
doing?
segue, was saying from money to mummy? Because he said money, he needs
I
that
thought you
money.
said-
I said money.
Was it
You
He needs
misheard
the-
what he said.
Well,
He needs
kinda-
the mummy.
He kinda said,
That's why I was like, that was your segue?
whatever, dude. I'm over it at this point. Continue it.
We can go see Jeff Goldblum live. He plays a jazz quintet who plays at this bar in like Silver Lake. Or
Is that
Los
like one of the
Feliz.
things where he's just like,
You can go and you can like he'll talk to you. You can take a picture with him there. It's like really fun. His
Dude,
his
you gotta
quintet
do
is
it
dope.
now.
that sounds
we should
actually,
all go
That sounds
tonight.
pretty lax. It's just
It's chill.
like when Will
He
Ferrell
plays
did
piano.
It.
He doesn't play the
Aw,
woodwind. He doesn't play the
That's
clarinet.
stupid, man.
But no, it's good. It's fun. Okay, go ahead. The Mummy. What about the Mummy?
I'm just saying it tanked in the box
Did it?
office.
I don't know why
Yeah,
though.
but-
It looked like it was
Was
fun.
it actually good though?
From I haven't seen it.
I thought you watched it.
I mean, it's the Mummy. It's like Transformers. It's like either you were gonna watch that or you weren't. Is it really bad?
My point is that we need our original boy back in it.
Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
Fraser.
Fraser. Yeah, that's how you
Is
say
it
it.
Fraser? Like
No,
like
it's
the show?
Fraser.
Fraser. I've
Fraser.
never said it like. I've never even heard it like that.
Lately. I don't think he's like part of any jazz.
He's become a meme. People will
Hey,
turn him
weren't
into
we
a
watching
meme for a
that
bit.
one time where he's like really depressed or whatever.
Because he was like in a ball.
The
He was in
interview,
some
yeah.
interview, yeah.
That's sad.
Do you think they'll make another Mummy and start him
Well,
in it?
the Mummy,
Because we need that.
the Mummy is part of the Universal Dark Universe shit. But no, I don't
they're
think. I
combining
don't.
monsters or
Yeah,
something.
I don't.
Mummy's like one of those like shows,
damn.
at least for me. Like my memory of the Mummy is it being on TNT every fucking day. And back when like WCW was a thing and it was going like head to head with WWE or WWF at the time, it was like the Mummy would come on either before or after like WCW, and it was just every fucking day. And I was just like, Like I could care less how many more mummies they make. I will never watch it.
You don't want to
again.
see a
You're
close-up
done?
of
I'm
Brendan
done with
Fraser's
the mummy.
face
No.
as he's like,
it was all
and
the
then he
time.
runs that
it was
direction.
all the time.
That
There's
was
so
like
bad.
sandstorms behind him.
such a good movie.
Or the fucking nasty ass looking like locust beetle things that fucking like kill
I
everybody.
think they had
or
those in
whatever
the
that is.
movie. I think they had the face in the sandstorm again.
Really?
But
Yeah.
it was a girl mummy this time.
Right. It was. A
And
girl
it's Tom
mummy this
Cruise.
time.
It's like I would watch it. I mean, I don't get why it bombed so bad. Maybe
You
it's
didn't see
terrible.
it.
I don't
Yeah, you
know.
didn't see it, yeah.
I'm like you though. I'm kind of burned down on it. Even when I read The Mummy ride at like Universal Studios, I'm like, okay.
Not every
all right.
reboot is like
Okay.
something that we want to see still.
Scorpion-
I saw
Scorpion
Power
King
Rangers.
2.
I saw Power Rangers.
How was that?
You know, yeah, that just came out like on digital, I think.
The
and I
trailers
rented
were
that.
more story than action oriented. Was a movie like that?
The movie was very like it seemed like it started off okay. Like I was like, okay, I could get into this. Like the Red Ranger, he's just like a nasty bad kid. And I remember
Jason?
seeing him some on the Kids Choice Awards before, and this dude is already balding, so you can't really get into him being like a teenager. But I guess okay.
Was
he's a
Christian
teenager.
Burns in this one?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Keep going.
A little VidCon reference.
The kid that fucking no. But he would have made a better teenager than some of these other people. They had like the Black Ranger. Was it the Black Ranger? The Black Ranger was the Asian dude, and he was fucking like 2 times the size as everybody else. Like he looked older and just like more fit than everybody else. It's like I can't buy like the Red Ranger should be
Team
the more
leader?
like buff.
The jock one?
Yeah,
Jock.
I don't know. Like, and he was a jock. He was
Yeah,
he was like a jock that
He's
like
like a
injured
football
himself
player.
or something. He injured his leg, but they literally pulled a Chronicle, and they all end up getting superpowers instead. So like his leg magically heals, and like that's how they.
That's what it
become the Power
reminded me of.
Rangers.
Don't they find like something?
Yeah, they
that
find
makes
like
them,
the stones and stuff like that. And I don't feel like everyone was like real hype. It's like Bryan Cranston is Zordon, but like, man, it's fucking like he just out snippets at a time. It just didn't even
Like
seem.
Godzilla?
What's his face is Alpha.
Godzilla was good.
Fucking, I forget what his name is. The
Subjective.
fucking like Saturday
You're
Night Live
subjective.
dude. And I don't know, it just seemed like it started to pick up, and then it started to just roll like way too fast. It was like it just went on like a hill, and it just started like going way too fast. Like there was like the Yellow Ranger who hated everybody, but then suddenly she just like gives her life story, and then everybody likes it, and like they like her, and everyone's like, oh, are we friends now, kind of thing. It's like.
So do not recommend is what you're saying.
I said to myself when the movie was pitched out, I said I need to see it, A, and I said B, as long as there is a Tommy cameo, I will say that it was all right. There is a Tommy cameo.
Really?
It was all right. I have to at least give it that.
Really?
If they were going to pull him in for even one fucking scene, like they had to do it.
Yeah.
And he's wearing green.
Okay.
It's like, okay,
cool.
that was the one callback that I needed to my childhood, and that was it. Everything else was pretty fucking
That was
gross.
worth the $15.95 you spent.
It was worth. They actually filmed 2 scenes with him, and one of them got cut, but one of them still made it in. It was
on the
kind of
DVD,
weird.
Huh?
It was weird. Like the one that made it in, he has short hair, kind of like, he's an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Like he has short, spiky hair, and that made it into the movie. It was still like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, and Kimberly's in there too, but who gives a fuck about
What?
her?
I care about Kimberly.
I don't care about her. I just wanted to see Tommy again.
How's she looking?
Rough-ish.
No.
At least she's still doing
No.
shows though. But like, they had a cut scene with Tommy where he had long hair because I guess he specifically grew his hair out for a scene, and then they cut it because they wanted him to
cut it
look
out?
like he
fuck?
did back then in the show. And so they ended up cutting that one. So they just left the one with him with short hair in, which looked kind of weird, but I guess.
How would they do that? Why would they have a scene with short hair and then long hair?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It was like a
He gets a
montage.
haircut in
Yeah.
the movie.
It was like a weird cameo during a montage scene, and I guess they felt like it broke up the montage of the other like Rangers or
Yeah.
whatever. So I guess they just kind of like
Cuts to Tommy
cut it.
with shorter haircut.
Yeah,
It's
cut
like,
my hair.
Yeah.
I'm also in this
It's been
movie.
like a big reboot season, huh? Because you just mentioned The Mummy, Power Rangers, Alien, I guess Covenant. Technically, it's not a reboot,
Isn't that a sequel
but
though, or a prequel?
it's a
or something like
prequel.
that? Yeah.
It's supposed to predate the other ones. But
And Jurassic Park.
It's just
Jurassic
always
Park, I guess.
There's
So all
too-
these
there's too
old
many.
movies
It's everything.
are like all getting like a fresh do-over. What do you think's next? Scorpion King 2.
That's still the Mummy. That's still the Mummy. That's the same fucking like series still. I don't think the Rock wouldn't do that shit at this point.
What was
you don't
that?
need that
What was
shit.
the Fairy God? What was the one he was in?
Tooth Fairy.
The
Tooth
Tooth
Fairy,
Fairy.
yeah.
Tooth Fairy 2 with Kevin Hart.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was like a remake of like Rush Hour or something like that, you know, like I'm
They
sure
could just
that's
make
probably
another
talked
one, right?
about or something like that.
Jackie
Any of those?
Chan needs to stop doing stunts, dude.
He's gonna die.
He's still doing stuff.
He's
like,
wild, man.
Like
How old is
overseas.
Jackie
Like
Chan?
50 something?
He's got to be. He's got to be 50.
He's a wild man. His stunts overseas are way crazier than the shit he does in American movies. So
They don't fucking care what he does. That's why it's just like
they're like,
we don't have health insurance.
Good
We're just
luck.
letting you know.
Yeah.
But just do what you want to do.
yeah, he loves it. So
I don't know what they would reboot next, but I'll watch them as they come on digital.
It has
But
to
I
be
won't
like something
fucking
that
go
was
see 'em.
popular in the 90s, right? Because all these things I just mentioned were pretty popular.
Yeah. I'm trying
So
to think
it was
of
like
what would be
90s
like a
film
big.
that was like.
Rugrats.
I was gonna say that. I was like, we can make
Not
it.
a
They
cartoon,
did like
though.
a
I'm talking
teenage
like-
one.
like
No,
movie.
as the movie.
Because the Samurai Jack was just brought back. That's more like 2000, like early 2000.
Yeah, people like that.
It was
And
great.
it was turned into
really good.
M-rated.
The
because
problem
of
is like
us
all
specifically.
these actors are gonna be gone. Like, you know, like what do you like?
You gotta recast
Carrie
her.
Fisher is fucking
She's
dead,
gone.
Joe.
Yeah.
Like, what's
She's-
gonna
I
happen
think
in
she's-
Star
did
Wars?
Did you hear
in
about
the
that, by the
movie.
way?
Oh, she was like OD'd, basically.
Yeah. Her blood had like coke, ecstasy, heroin.
Was that just
Like she
recent
is
or
a
something? Like,
yeah, they just released it. She is a party princess to the end, dude.
Jesus
That is
Christ.
unreal. And I was
She
kind of
went
worried. I was
into,
like, damn, you always
sleep
got to
apnea,
stretch
I
your
think,
legs.
right?
Yeah, probably.
She,
No,
like,
no,
stopped
no. She had a
breathing?
heart attack.
She stopped breathing though, right? After
Well,
that?
yeah. But I thought it was like, oh,
After
this is
she
what
died,
happens
I
when you
think
don't
she stopped
stretch your legs on long flights. It's like, no, that's what happens if you do a bunch of fucking drugs on a long flight and then you have a heart attack. Like,
what's gonna happen? How many different series are gonna go under when, like, you know, God forbid, Mark Hamill goes?
Shit.
Then what?
I feel
He's
like
the last.
I feel like they might.
fucking,
I
for
feel like
Star
they might,
Wars or whatever. But like,
I feel like honestly, he's probably gonna end up like they're probably gonna try to like end him like in one of the movies. Like,
End him?
they're
Yeah.
gonna end him.
Oh my
End
god.
his life.
Oh my god.
like in the movie.
Yeah, but I
he's
mean,
just-
I'm like,
Disney's just ending people.
I'm not even just Star
It's a
Wars, but like he's also the
conspiracy.
Joker
Yeah, I was
and
gonna
stuff like
say.
that. Like he's got
There's
like
tons of
other iconic roles. Like
The
all
Joker.
those are just like.
has Spawn had a remake yet?
pretty good.
No,
I heard
but,
that it was
Michael J.
getting
White
one.
is still fucking tremendously built. He can fucking do it if he wants. Like
I don't
he
think
does
I don't think
those-
they'll be seeking Michael J. White for the
Why
remake.
not,
I
dude?
think.
I love
Michael
J.
J.
White.
They're gonna make a. They're
For
gonna,
like a cameo or something.
For a cameo.
He does like the fucking karate chop when he did like Black Dynamite. And he's like, "Whoa!"
He's great. Don't get me wrong. I like him a lot,
sound
but
effects.
you know how shit goes.
They're gonna make a new Back to the Future. With Michael
They
J.
can't
Fox.
do that. They can't do that.
They should
They can't
stop.
do that.
Just
You need
stop.
to- they
People have
can't
too
do
much
that.
nostalgia for it anyway. What?
We're at an hour.
We're at an hour? Okay. Well, Trevor just said we're at an hour.
Goodbye.
I'm excited.
Goodbye.
I was actually
Gotta
excited
go.
I was excited for this
Goodbye.
year's films, but like some of them are kind of, you know, they're not doing too hot. I'll say
No.
that much.
No one's doing too
I
hot
guess the
this
new
year.
like maybe the new Marvel film will be alright, but I don't know. Maybe 2018 will be the year of good shit happening.
You got Spider-Man coming out.
You said that
too.
last year.
Spider-Man's gonna be coming
I
out
said
when
in
we're at
2015.
RTX.
Oh, yeah.
I said
Like,
2016
that's
will be a
fucked up.
good year. 2016's been the worst year.
It's just getting
And
worse.
that's 2017. It's kind of all right.
Can we find an empty theater in Austin, Texas after we're all fucking destroyed and go see Spider-Man? Like a,
Like,
like
just
a 24-hour
Yeah.
fucking theater
Yeah.
and just watch Spider-Man while we're fucked up.
Yeah.
Maybe if we buy like a projector or something and we
And for the
break
hotel
into a
room?
movie theater, and we can like project it onto the screen.
We'll do that.
But they already have a projector projecting it onto the screen.
How are we gonna get into the fucking projector when we're breaking into the movie theater like 1 a.m.?
If you're breaking into the movie theater, I mean, you could break into the fucking.
We'd have to find the
room,
reels
too.
and shit. They probably have the reels.
Anyways,
locked up.
make sure you can watch. You guys keep having this conversation. You know, you can watch this podcast live every Monday on the Rooster Teeth using Rooster Teeth first. If not, we're here every Wednesday. And you know what? Our ad revenue is almost gone. Our last check, not good.
I can't continue this conversation with him. He's talking too much shit.
So, you know, support that merch. We got a merch link right here on the video now. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're not, if you're
Is
watching
it over
on
top of me?
it might be on top of him. Might be on top of, I don't know. It might be on me. I don't even know. Anyways, make sure you watch our 1980s D&D show, Class of 1980X. It's rounding up. It's got a couple more episodes left, I think, 2 or 3 by this point. Some pretty good. It gets pretty good there towards the end too. And I think it was a pretty good series. All right. Well, we will see you next week. James will not be here, but we will have 2 special guests, I think. So look forward to that, and come see us at RTX and say hi and don't be shy. Okay. Say bye to the dogs. The bogs. Mishka. Bye bye. great. Just a perfectly chill. Oh no.
Well, Poochie and I have to go now. Oh, yes. Mom, Poochie wants to stay here one more week, okay? P.S. I love you.
Poochie, with hearts in her eyes and a heart around her neck. Poochie by Mattel.